Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a tutorial on what I do normally from day to day for my makeup. So as you can see, I have no makeup on at all right now and I'm a little nervous. I have some scars that I don't like to really let people see usually. Well, nobody really does, but I've gotten more and more comfortable with how my face and my skin looks without makeup, so that I'm not constantly putting on a full face of makeup just to go run to the grocery store. And it's taken me a little while to get to this spot just because I've done tutorials before, I filmed them doing how to do my foundation, and I just never could get over that insecurity to post them for you guys. So I'm doing it, I'm here, and I hope you guys enjoy this. It's just a really basic makeup. And because normally on day-to-day I don't really like to wear a lot, just because I'd rather be doing something else instead of spending the time on my makeup, or for instance I'd rather be doing someone else's makeup. So let's get started. Since my skin's been a little dry lately and my eczema's been acting up, I've been mixing my oil-free sensitive skin moisturizer from Neutrogena with my Makeup Forever HD foundation. So I do about 2 pumps, or like 1.5 of the HD, and then 1 pump of the moisturizer. So I'm making my own tinted moisturizer. A lot of tinted moisturizers that I've used, I haven't been a huge fan of, just because it's gone from my face in like 2 hours, or it just doesn't feel nice on my skin. So by mixing this myself, I've created something that I do like. By the spring and summer, my skin won't be as dry and I'll just be using the HD or my Dior Skin Nude foundation by itself, possibly with a primer underneath. And I know I've talked about primers before, and I do use them at times, but normally I just don't, just because I try to keep it simple on my skin, especially since I was going through a period where I really didn't know it was bugging my skin. So now I do. I have eczema and hormonal acne. And I'll do a post later on the regimen that I'm on that has really helped me. It might not help everybody, but it might be something to try if you suffer from the same things that I have. So I just quickly brush it on. I love this Sephora Airbrush Collection brush because it just buffs it into my skin, so I just have this nice wash. So this amount of foundation has made it so that it kind of evens out the complexion a little bit. It doesn't totally cover these little guys here, or any super redness or under the eyes, all these places that I'm pointing to with my brush. So what I do is I use my Bobbi Brown palette. And, for the foundation, I use 120N for Makeup Forever. And then, so next I'm going to conceal under my eyes. When I do someone's makeup, I conceal last, but I'm not really putting on any eyeshadow today, because that's not what I normally do. So I'm just going to get all the skin stuff done and then do eyes and lips. So you guys, depending on what you guys do. So I mix the light peach and the light bisque correctors from Bobbi, and I just do it on this inner corner triangle area. I guess it's more like a trapezoid or hourglass shape, and it just helps to brighten, kind of minimize any baggage that I have going on. And then, of course, the other side. And this brush is the concealer brush from the Sephora Airbrush Collection. So as you can see, a new thing that I've started is you don't actually need necessarily to bring the concealer all the way under here unless you have a lot of redness. You want to cover that up. But I start about mid-eye because that's really where my bags and my darkness ends. So the next step is to actually conceal, and I use a mix of sand and cool sand. If you don't have the palette, just choose one and you'll be able to, you know, figure out which one you are. I just mix because I can, because I have the whole palette here. I do a little bit underneath my brow area and above the brow area. So now I'm using a little, the concealer up here. And then along my brows. For the rest of my face, I like to use the foundation sticks that are on the opposite side of the palette to conceal the rest of my face, because it's a little more moisturizing and it lays a little nicer on my skin than if I just conceal everywhere. Now in the summer and the spring, when my skin is more of like normal, I might get a little T-zone, I just use the concealer where I need it. So my chin gets a little red and really soaks up whatever I put on it. So I like to conceal that, and I'm using Cool Beige. And then over here to get these little suckers. And then around the nose area, because my nose gets really dry, because, you know, like blowing your nose and everything. So, and I buff it into the skin because I don't want it to look like I've caked on makeup on a day-to-day, daily basis, whatever. I just want to look natural. And I've gone through stages where I like to do heavy makeup. But right now, the stage I'm at is just play it safe, play it lazy, cover what I need to, and then I'm done. So I'm happy with how that is covered. Next, I've been using a mineral loose powder from Youngblood, and this is in soft beige. So I just used the teeniest bit, and I put it around my nose area. Because even though this gets dry, it also, things collect if I don't set it properly, and then I set slightly underneath my eyes, and then teeny bit on my forehead. Using a foundation brush, I'm pressing it into the skin instead of dusting it on, because I don't want to put powder everywhere. I don't, because it's not going to look good on me personally, just because my skin is hating winter, and I'm sure, you know, all of you are going through that as well. Next, I do my bronzer, which I've been using the Laguna bronzer from Nars. So I use this fluffy powder brush, and then I kind of dust it right under that cheekbone area, bring it up around the perimeter, and I might add more. Make sure it looks blended. And then I might brush some there. So I mainly concentrate here and here because I want to warm up my face so I don't look deathly pale. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just lately have been in the, hey, I want to look like I have some, you know, life to my skin a little bit. Next, I use the Orgasm Blush from Nars, and I just dust it slightly on the apples and then dust it back. And smile. It helps you figure out where you should put it. Because as you've heard me say before, your face is the way it is because that's what, you know, looks good on you. Not, you know, like getting plastic surgery. I'm not against that if that's what you want. Everybody's face is their own. But doing makeup, look at your face structure. Look at what, you know, is there and play it up and use that to help you decide on where to put things. So it's just that little bit. I use my Dior, their old shimmer bricks, which the Bobbi Brown ones are very similar. So, and since Dior doesn't have it anymore, their new ones aren't as high shine. Next, I will use my Nars I Shadow base. And I quickly put that on my lids. So if I'm really lazy, I won't even do eyeliner or eyeshadow. I will just go right to mascara. But I'm going to show you guys a little bit today so you're not too bored. Take a kind of medium fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this kind of neutral soft pink color, and I kind of mixed a few shades. On the actual blog post, I'll put a few of my favorite just kind of all over colors to use. So that's easy. Next, I'm going to do my eyeliner. And see how I pull my lid up like that? If you wear contacts, let your eye rest a little bit. And that's me filling in my lash line. So I put the eyeliner pretty much where my lashes are already. And sometimes I'll do my Dior Art Pen. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel like it. But I try to always fill in my lash line just because it adds that little extra polish. I do my brows with my Dior Show Brow Styler, which is my favorite brow product. Sorry about all the dogs barking. Next one. Alright, so my video cut out. So I took off one of my mascaras. I kept the other one on because it would have been too much. So last where we left off, I was finishing up my brows. As you guys can see, I already did. You know, and then I brush through them and then fix them like that. Next, I do the maximizer for my lashes, which really takes them from like here to here. And then I do my Dior Show Ecstasy mascara, which is my absolute favorite. And I try to get as close to the lash line as possible, but since I already did the eyeliner really close to the lash line to fill in the lash line. If you don't get all the way to that base, that's totally okay, because you've already had that area filled in. So that's what I do for my eyes. And then I move on to my lips. And if I don't get my lips done while I'm, doing the rest of my makeup, I'm like, oh, hey, it's time to go. I always have a dark lipstick or a red lipstick in my purse that I can put on when I'm in the car. So I chose red today. I do lip liner. I just color in the lip, kind of press it in so it stains. And I use the flat side of it because I usually feel like I get more control. Than from just using the point. Alright. Next, I'm using my Kiko Milano red lipstick. So creamy. I I do a quick glance. And if you're used to putting lipstick on with a lip brush, you can definitely do that too. I'm just always in a hurry and don't feel like messing with that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And this shows you that you can do a really nice makeup look in just a few steps. And you can even do less steps than I've done. This is just normally what I do on a daily basis. And I hope that this shows you that, you know, I broke out of my shell. I showed you guys what I look like without makeup. And I guess it's not as traumatizing as I thought it would be. Granted, I haven't posted this yet as I'm filming it. But I hope you guys can step out of your shell too, and it's okay to run out to the grocery store without any makeup on. You're really the only one who's judging. That's the thing I had to get over. I always thought everybody was staring at me, and nobody is. Or maybe they are, and if they are, who cares? You know, be you and have fun with it. Well, I hope you guys stay warm. I hope spring is here soon. And enjoy and be beautiful.